I'm back to Tell the Truth channel. Please like, share my content on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and what other content that y'all go on. I appreciate that very much. And I appreciate it if y'all hit the bell too. I appreciate that too. So, my daddy want me to come on here and speak about some things about relationships and the things that he wanted his kings and queens to how things supposed to be, you know. And like I said, when my daddy had me to come over here to speak, that's what I come on here to do. Is to talk for what he want me to talk about. And also when I come on here to speak, I'm still speaking for my daddy, but I'm also throwing my advice in there as he having me to speak for y'all. I'm throwing my advice in there, and I hope that's okay of me giving y'all my advice at times. I hope that y'all appreciate that. Did I do that? Because, I don't mind giving y'all some advice. I really don't mind doing that. And I definitely don't mind talking for my daddy, because when my daddy need me to come on here to speak, that's what I come on here to do. So what I come on here to do is that to let y'all know that it's a lot of things my daddy do not appreciate that's going on with these single relationships. He just not, you know, appreciating. And then he is not appreciating on the kings and queens that he put together, and they, you know, go out here and, destroy the things that he had planned for all of us to do on this earth. Because my daddy don't just put kings and queens together and tear it down. He put kings and queens together to build up and to, take it far in life. So when the day of our passing, we will have something to show for him, to let him know what we have done on this earth for him. So that's why he put the kings and queens together, you know. So you have to, if you decided to walk with God, you have to walk in God's ways and according to his will, the things he want done. My father don't believe in divorces. None of that. He don't. Especially if he putting his kings and queens together, because when he put his kings and queens together, he put them together to make their life go on and on until he called us home. That's what he put the kings and queens together to keep better in the world until our time is up, and then we go home to tell him what we have done, which he already know. He already see what we doing, but he rather hear it from us and let us know that we have done this for him, so he can be proud that we did do the things that we came down here to do for him. You know, it's a lot of kings and queens that my daddy has on this earth, and a lot of people that I call that's kings and queens are not God's people. Okay, so everybody is not God's kings and queens. Now he has his own kings and queens because he choose his own kings and queens. Now, when you walking into according to God's laws, then you are a king and you are a queen. That means that you're not stepping out on the quarter to God's laws. You're not stepping out on his laws. That means you're doing everything in the quarter to the ways he want things to go. He want everything to go to the right way. He don't want nobody stepping out and doing things that they should not do, going over his laws. So if you're going to walk with God, you got to walk like God. You got to walk exactly the way God walks. And you got to do the things the way God want everything to be done. In according to the way he planned things, you have to do it in the way he wanted to be done. So I'm going to tell you something. Now, My daddy has a good heart. He does. He has a beautiful heart. And he loves all of his children. All of his children. And he's not gonna let nobody try to destroy what he put on this earth. If he put kings and queens, excuse me, if he put kings and queens on this earth to better this earth, then it's gonna be done. So like he say, let God will be done. His will be done. And nobody ain't gonna be able to stop that will that's gonna be done, because that's the way he got it. So whatever my daddy put together, no man can't put it under. Let will be done, and his will be done. So whoever he choose to walk in according into his ways, have to walk in according to his ways. When he choose queens and kings, he want them to stand up and act like kings and queens. That means follow into his laws and his ways. You know, he know that we're gonna have our ups and downs. He knows that. But he know that the ups and downs shouldn't get out of hand. So that means that kings and queens don't supposed to step out on each other. So if he putting this together and anybody decide to step out on their king or their queen, then my daddy gonna step in it and he's gonna handle it. Now, we don't have to handle it. My daddy gonna handle it because he the one put it together. And when he put things together, no man or no woman can put that under. Nobody. The only person can put that under is the kings and the queens. And when my daddy sees that a king or a queen step out and mess up something that he put together, he's going to finish it off. That means that he's going to put it under. He's going to mess it up, not nobody else. Nobody else ain't going to be able to come in there and just destroy something that he put together. And then they come in, the kings and queens, and mess it up. Then my daddy going to step in and he going to handle it. And he going to break it down. He going to destroy that marriage or that relationship. He's going to do it. And when he do it, he ain't going to do it in a good way. Because when he put something together, he wanted to go on to, he called his kings and queens home. So what I'm saying that my daddy, he watch his kings and queens because he got us here to work on this earth. He do give us free will to do what we want to do, but also do it in accordance to his laws when we got these free wills to do it in accordance to his laws and his way. That's what he want us to do, you know. And if he see, because he's like I say, he's watching us. We all down here to work for him. We all down here to work for him. And if we have a problem with anything that's going on in our marriages or in our relationships, we go to him and we talk to him about it, and he help us with it. He help us with it because we are his kings and queens. So if we have any problems that we can't handle, we go to my daddy and we talk to him and he handle it. Not man on earth, the Father in heaven. He handles it. So that's what he does with his kings and queens. So he's watching his kings and queens when they out there in the world working or doing whatever we doing or in our lives. He's watching. So if anybody decides to do something that he don't appreciate, he's going to step in. Now, he will give his kings and queens warnings on the things that they don't supposed to do. And he tell you to straighten up. And if you don't straighten up, then he's going to handle it. He's going to step in and he's going to handle it. And that's what he does. So my daddy is all about business. Now, when he puts something together, like I said, no man or no woman can't put that under because he put it together. And he want it done. So whatever he do on this, whatever he want us to do on this earth, to change this world and make this world a better place, that's what he wants done. He wants us to change this world and make it better. He wants these people to come to him and praise him and say, God, thank you for changing our lives and making our life better, because we have been struggling, and we honor that you came and helped us better our lives. So we are grateful for the things you have done for us, God. He want to hear this from his people, that he hear their cries and he know the situation, what they're going through. That's why he's sending his kings and queens down here to change it and make it better, because he know that his kings and queens is going to do it the right way. He know that we're going to do it the right way, that we're not finna sit here and snowball nobody and give these people false promises and say that we're going to do this and we're going to do that and don't do it. So he knows that by him sending his kings and queens down here, that we're going to give them the true promises that God wants them to have. Because if God say you're going to have what you're going to have, you're going to have it. When my daddy say you're going to have something, you are going to have it. So he hears his people cries every single day. And he's working on his kings and queens to get us all prepared to come out here and change this world for the better and lift up, to show these people that he hears them and he's here for them, to make them happy, so they can show that it is a God, that man on this earth is not God. He is, I am who I am. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy. He said, he is, I am who I am. And I am who I am stands on his word. On what he said he's going to do, he's going to do. So he just wants the people on earth to be patient, because he's getting everything situated, situating so he can show y'all that he hear y'all cries and that he is going to change this world for the better, and that y'all won't have to worry about going through the struggles that y'all been going through, that he's a God that keep his word on things what he said he's going to do. That means that he's not going to help us down here snowballing y'all and saying that we're going to do this and then don't do that. We're going to give y'all this and then don't give y'all that. No. When my daddy say that he want things done, it's going to get done. And it's going to get done the right way it's supposed to get done. So, this is what I'm saying. My daddy not down here to play. He's down here to work. And he hears a lot of his people crying, and he knows they struggling. He knows they don't have a roof over their head. He knows that these babies out here in the world they got them living in the cars and living under viaducts and living by the expressway and living in the park. He know all of this. He sees all of this. He knows where these people are living, sleeping in cardboards and sleeping in garbage cans and, trying to stay warm, trying to go to going to these places where these, the shelters, and they only letting certain people in the shelters, and you only have a day to be in the shelters and all that stuff. It shouldn't be like that. If you're walking with God, you're going to make a way for everybody to have a roof over their head, regardless. You're going to make a way. Even if you have to pull in with the churches, pull in with the hospitals, pull in with the hotels, all of that. Pull in with all of them to help these people. Because if you're walking with God, that's what you're going to do. You're going to go through hell and hot water to get people off the earth. I'm going to get people and a place that they can stay if you're walking with God. You're going to do everything you can. You're not going to have nobody living in poverty. You're going to do what you can to help these people, to get them off the street, especially when you know that they got babies, they got teenagers, they got little kids, and all of that on this earth, and they freezing and they got nowhere to stay. You will do what all you can to help these people. Instead of saying that, well, we filled up. You can't stay here because we already filled up. You got to go somewhere else. Then they go to another shelter. We filled up. You got to go somewhere else. That's not God's like. You don't. That's not what God do. No. My daddy don't work like that. If you walking with God, you're gonna find some way to help people. You're gonna find a way. Like I said, even if you got to go to hospitals, even if you got to go to shelter, even if you got to go to hotels, all of that I called out. Even if y'all have to put these people in all of that, you would do. You would not turn these people away. You will not turn these people away. Regardless, if you forward up, you will help these people. You would not turn them away. Because if you call yourself working for God, you will not do that. Only people that don't work for God that will turn people away and say, well, you got to go somewhere else. This closed, that's closed, that's full. That ain't the way it's supposed to be. You're supposed to say, hold on, I'm going to do everything I can to get you in this place. I'm going to do everything I can to get you in that place. I don't want to see nobody struggling. I don't want to see nobody suffering. I'm going to do everything I can to help you. Because people out here have resource that they can help people to help them. Instead of just turning people away, they can help people. They have resources and they can do it. It's just that a lot of people out here don't walk with my Father. A lot of people out here don't walk with him. Some people out here, they front and try to act like they walk with God. But then at the end of the day, they show their true colors, that they don't walk with God. Because if you walk with God, you would never turn your back on nobody. You will help a person the best way you can. You will go through hell and hot water to help that person. If you walking with God, that's what you would do. You will never turn away. So that's why my daddy say he's lifting up his kingdom spouses, because he know that his kingdom spouses is going to do exactly what he want them to do, and to quarter to his ways and how things supposed to be done. That's what he wants. He want everybody to walk in his ways, and according to every way, according to everything. He want everybody to walk into quarter to his ways, the way everything's supposed to be done. That's what I was trying to say. That's what he wants. So he sees that it's not going that way like it should be. So he's going to do it. He's going to do it. He's going to show the people. He's going to show these people how things supposed to be done. Don't give these people false hopes and tell these people that you're going to do this and then don't do it. My daddy don't like that. You don't never supposed to give people false hopes. If you say you're going to help them, help them. It don't supposed to be nobody out here struggling on these streets. Nobody should not be out here struggling. And that's why he's lifting up his kingdom spouses, his kings and his queens, to change it and make it better. So that's what my daddy want me to talk to y'all about. So he's telling the people to hold on. Y'all hold on, because as soon as he get through, things is going to change for all of y'all. And everybody's life going to be exactly what they've been praying for him to do. And that's what my daddy going to do. So thank y'all for listening to me. Jesus love you, Father love you, the Holy Ghost, the angels, the ancestors, and I love y'all. And I will be back to talk to y'all again soon. Y'all have a good day and a blessed day.